I'll tell girls right away that they're gargoyles. I don't care.
Well, have
Especially
you
when,
ever rated someone, like, has anyone ever asked you, hey, rate me, and you've rated them low, like kind of lower before?
yeah. There's this
Wow.
one girl. I didn't like her though. She was annoying. Make sure you guys like the show, by the way. We're halfway to the goal. This girl, she was like 31, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just giving some context. So she's
Okay. Yeah.
31.
So basically, she's expired. This whole go on.
God, gross. Yeah, dude. Ugh. So she's 30. She's 31, and she's like frumpy as. And she's like got glasses. She looks like a librarian. She doesn't take care of herself at all. She has no drive. She has no education. She has an awful job, and she just sits in her room all day and likes to preach about mental health all the time. She's like, I need mental health days. So she'll go in her room for a week. This is a friend of a friend, by the way, I used to know. And she like messaged me for like gym advice a few times, but I knew her in real life kind of. But like we were talking, we were all drinking, and she happened to be there for the like only time ever. And everybody was doing this thing where they rate each other. And I was rating all these people. And all the girls were rating her like a 7.5. And she is not even half that. And I was like arguing. I was like, on what planet do you rate her a 7.5 in front of her? Because she ain't gonna say shit to me. I know I can read you like a book. You ain't gonna say shit. So I'm like, on what planet you rate this girl a 7.5? And they're all like, well, her boobs are huge and perfect. And I'm like, okay, so you're giving her 7 points for her. She has zero ass, and she hasn't stepped into a gym in like one day in her whole life. She has no job, like worth a damn. She has no education. This girl's just sitting there taking it too. She's like, I think she's agreeing with me probably in her mind. I'm like, she's not. You cannot rate this girl right here, who is a electrical engineer, 118 pounds, 5'4", tan, perfect looking, light blonde hair, a perfect face, and she's getting a 7.5 from you guys, and you're rating this little frumpy monster the same? Are you kidding me? I was like getting like heated. I'm like, how dare you guys? And it's because girls are like, they don't want to hurt each other's feelings. They want everybody. We all gotta be me.
Look, I get it. That is something that we do that. That is the thing. And I'm so guilty of it too. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. I don't want to make people feel bad. This happened to me at the gym recently. Oh no. I got cornered. Okay. And this wasn't about another girl, but it was about a guy. I got cornered. I spent a long time in my gym not talking to people because I am oddly very shy in person for what I do. It makes absolutely no sense. But once I get to know you or like warm up to someone and I'm around them for a while, then I get really weird. And then they're like, oh, this girl's a weirdo. But I'm super shy, especially in public, especially for a long time. So I've been working out at this gym for like 8 or 9 months. And for like 8 or 9 months, I talked to absolutely no one except for one guy who would like wave hi to me all the time and talk to me. So I guess because I would talk to this one guy sometimes, this other guy started talking to me. And I feel like, I hope he never sees this because he's very nice. And I don't want, again, this is me like not wanting to hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
But I also don't particularly like when people I don't know touch me. Like if it's people I know, totally cool with it. I'm touchy-feely with my friends, love hugs with my friends. If it's someone who's like, I met at a con and they want a hug, I'm totally down for that, no problem. But if it's like some rando at a gym or someone I don't know that well, or someone that I've just met that I'm like, don't have some sort of a relationship with, it weirds me out and I don't like being touched. So this guy is like, tried to hug me a couple of times, and so there's parts, and then one time he kissed me on the forehead, and I was like, oh, like it just made me cringe. Like it felt so weird and I didn't like it. So then we're talking, he's talking to me and he's like, I think you have a nice energy about you. Like he keeps telling me that. And I'm like, thank you. That's very nice of you. But then he starts asking me, he's like, do you find me attractive? And the real answer is no, I don't. I don't think you're like an ugly man. I just don't find you attractive. But I had to like, and I know he could tell I was lying because my voice went up a couple of octaves. Like there's no way that it didn't because
yeah,
that's
fine.
Exactly what happened. I was like, yeah, because he was like asking me what my type was, and I'm like, I don't know why any of this is right. Like, why are we talking about this right now? And I ended up talking to this guy for like a half an hour once. And by the end of the half an hour, I was like, I got to get out of here. The next time that I saw him, I didn't even take my headphones off. I just gave him a fist bump as I was walking by because I was like, I don't want to get stuck in another one of these conversations. This is freaking me out. But yeah, so I lied to him and I was like, yeah, sure. When the answer is no, but I didn't want to just be like, no, I don't find you attractive. Because
Yeah.
that's how do you say that to someone's face? I think it's a girl thing. Like I couldn't bring
Dude, I'm
myself
good
to
at it.
do
I'm
it.
so good at it.
You got to teach me.
Because I'll just be like, they'll be like, what do you think of so and so? And she's standing right there. I'll be like, nah, dude, she a goblin. Get out my face. And I'll just kind of laugh, and everybody laughs, and it's over. Like, it's almost like I'm joking, but I'm not. They asked me the question, right? And no, dude, guys are gross as fuck. And the reason I say that is I have guy friends that will do this. So I will, if a girl walks up to me and I do not know this girl, hey, my name's blah blah blah. I'm like, hey, what's up, girl? And they're like, blah blah blah, and I'll talk to them back and forth, and I'll like make jabs at them and call them, like I like take jabs at your age, and I don't even know how old you are. I just take jabs at your age because it's funny, and we go back and forth.
No, I'm 45. Yeah.
Dude, I'd make fun of you all the time in DMs. You were
You
like,
call me a stupid sometimes. Like, I love it.
You were like, no, you didn't. You were like, I didn't understand that the Babadook was about depression, and I just
me a dumb fuck.
I just see the gif of like the dude patting the little girl's head.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was like,
girl, special.
As long as you're scared. No, but like I just treat people like human, and I feel like that always works out because girls are so used to these dudes walking up and being completely fake. Like,
right.
And I have guy friends that do that. No shit. Recently, a couple weeks ago, I had a guy. I was at this like public thing, and I had a guy beside me, and I like know this guy in real life. Cool guy, normal ass dude. We have a good time. Freaking girl walks up, and he's like trying to talk to this girl, and he's not even himself at all. He's trying his best to like weave a situation where he could probably like talk to this girl more, get her number. And I'm like, dude, if you were just yourself, this would be so much easier. But you're weird. You're like complimenting her. You're like acting interested in whatever the hell she's saying, and it's so easy to read. And I feel like girls can read that shit immediately, right? Whereas a girl walks up to me, I'm like, you a dumb bitch. Like, dude, like I've told girls, I'm like, you're kind of sexy, but like in a really gross way. Like, you look like you might smell a little bad, but like I like that. I really like that. You look like you smell bad. Kind of makes me like semi a little. And they're like laughing, and that's what I would say. Like that's what I would say. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to smash piss her, but it always ends up like girls are like totally into it, and it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I think girls can read your confidence, and I think that they can. They like that you're just being yourself, and even when you're not trying, it works. 100% that works.
Yeah, that's what you do. And I see these guys completely fake an entire personality just to try to like smash her, and they never have success. And I'm like, it's because you're not being yourself, and you care too much. Look, if I'm talking to Zia, and I'm like hanging out with her, and we're drinking, and I don't change how I act at all, and she doesn't take her pants off, I'm not worried about it because Jessica will take her pants off.
Exactly.
I know Jessica. So like, but if Zia does take her pants off, that's cool as fuck. Yeah, dude. But like if she doesn't, I'm not, I don't care. And these dudes take it so serious. It's like life or death for them. And I'm like, dude, just don't, who cares?
Right.
Next, literally next in line, move on. Doesn't matter. And I feel like girls can read that. Girls really enjoy it when you mean nothing to them. Women love that. We have this conversation. Men that don't give a fuck about you, climb on them.
Yeah, it's true.
And men that you like that give a fuck about you, or you give a fuck about them, you don't. Which is the opposite for me. If I like a girl, bro, I'm like, dude, I'm
immediately smash
hard the whole time. I'm just like shaking. And I'm just waiting patiently to get a good throttle in it.